Hi, I'm Chris Prentice, a UNCW professor and data advisor to the Cape Fear Collective, and this is the 211. In an effort to track the impact of the coronavirus on the Cape Fear region, I'm tracking NC211 data. This is the fourth in a series of weekly updates, and it covers data from March 16 through April 19 for New Hanover, Onslow, Brunswick, Columbus, and Pender counties. Here's what the data show for the last week. Total requests for our 5-county region dipped over the last week, but they're still tracking higher than usual. Calls seeking rent or mortgage assistance spiked this week, up 73% from the preceding week. Calls from people looking for food assistance dropped for the second week in a row after the big increases in late March, but requests are still higher than average. Requests seeking unemployment benefits and emergency financial assistance were fairly constant week over week, hovering around 2.5 times higher than the typical rate. Those are the changes for the last week. Now let's draw back and see how things look since the crisis began by geographic region. Over the last 5 weeks in New Hanover County, calls seeking rental assistance are over double the typical rate. Requests from folks looking for food pantries are up 8-fold. Calls related to employment and income are 2.5 times higher than usual. And disaster-related calls, a broad category that captures various urgent needs, are roughly 3.5 times higher than average. Over the last 5 weeks in Onslow County, calls seeking housing and utility assistance are down and actually tracking well below the typical rate. It's hard to know why when these requests are running higher for the other 4 counties. Requests from people looking for food pantries are 5.4 times higher than usual. Calls related to employment and income are 2.5 times higher than the typical rate. And disaster-related calls are up 7-fold. Over the last 5 weeks in Brunswick, Columbus, and Pender counties, calls seeking rental assistance are 2.6 times higher than usual. Food pantry referrals are way up, almost 11 times higher than the typical rate. Calls related to employment and income are 3.7 times higher than usual. And disaster-related calls are about 3.6 times higher than average. In sum, numbers remain higher than average in many categories, but total requests have been trending down for the last couple weeks. I'd caution against viewing this downward trend as a sign that things are improving. These data only capture new requests, not overall need. Callers who received referrals to local food pantries last week still may require food assistance this week, but would not need to call 211 again to know where to go for help. That's it for this week. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, then send us an email at info@capefearcollective.org or look us up on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. See you next week.